Check, 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 check. Yo, what's good? Good morning. Good morning. Jezebel says good morning as well. We're here. We're doing it. We're treading lightly. We're sipping our Bev. Oh, how'd she get back there? Just giving everybody a minute. I know the band wanted to be here. So we'll see if they roll in. In the meantime, let's talk about Glass Grave a little bit. So we did a react for Glass Grave. It was a few months ago now, in January. They are a metalcore band based out of the UK. They were brought to me by Let's Go Crego, another reactor here on Twitch that also does YouTube content, interviews, very similar stuff to what I do. They have released a string of singles over the last few years. So what I would like to do is check those out first and kind of lay the land for what their sound was like previously. And then we'll get into their new EP, MEMENTO MORI, which came out last Friday the 13th. So I do have some notes from the band on the EP, so we will get into that as well. But for the most part, we're just gonna chill and vibe and enjoy it. I think that's the move. There's definitely some heaviness in the topics. There's just some big feelings from what I've seen in the lyrics, even just the titles of the songs. So just reading the song titles in order from this EP. Elevate me, disarm you. I've got everything I need, but I lack the charm to make this forever. Death of a dream, birth of a nightmare. So I am told that though the titles of the songs seem to kind of go in pairs, elevate me, disarm you, I got everything I need, but I lack the charm to make this forever, death of a dream, birth of a nightmare, that's relatively coincidental, and they don't actually have any overlap in terms of messaging and meaning. So I'll be interested to see where this goes. I do have all the lyrics. They were sent over to me, so we can take a look at those while we listen. But why don't we pull up real quick? Hold on one second. This is so nice and calming. All right, so let's start with the song Distance. This was one of their breakout tracks. Distance. Where's Distance? Maybe they got rid of it? Okay, it doesn't really matter. I just want to get a feel for what they sounded like before. So why don't we go with this one? Or how about this one, the most listened? Sorry, I don't have lyrics on this. Really nice drums. I'm loving the whispers too. And you know I'm a girl that loves a song in 3. This reminds me of Tony Hawk. This feels like something that would be playing in the background of Tony Hawk Pro Skater. I think that should be a genre of music. Nintendo! Hey, Nintendo! God, what does this remind me of? Oh, it's taking me somewhere. Yeah! How are you? It's good to see you. I just saw one of the What Were You Like in the 90s with Tony Hawk. Maybe it's like AFI? You feel burned out? Me too, girl. Like this. You know what it is? I know what it is. It's Take It Back Sunday. He sounds like the screamer from Take It Back Sunday. God, I love that. Shoegazy. Along with my brother, household chores require so much time that I don't know. I have time for college, singing, emotional care. Yeah, I feel that. It always feels like that. It just gets more complicated as you get older, too. Was I the first one who submitted songs by this band? I thought Craig brought me this band because Craig featured them on a stream, and then he sent them over here. I'm pretty sure that's how it went down. Because then while we were listening, Craig went to the singer and was like, hey, this girl's reacting to your song. And then the singer came in. I could be wrong, but that's how I thought it went down. But if you submitted them, I'm sure it will be in the Discord. Oh, okay. I like that. Definitely was reminding me of Take It Back Sunday, which was my favorite band when I was in high school. Let's just listen to a little bit of this. Ooh, kind of a different scream. You feel mentally dark too? Yeah. Yeah. Way she goes. Us mental health struggler girlies. It's kind of the road. They gotta have Take It Back Sunday influence. Ooh. Definitely heavier than Take It Back Sunday. Okay, I like that. I like that. I like their older stuff. Drama. I'm here for the drama. Yeah, this is giving more of an AFI sound. Woo! That bass! That's nice. I really like how they stylize his voice with effects too. Why should it be just the guitars that get effects, cool effects, you know? Harrier Hawk, hello! How are you today? Do you like the vocal effects too? I like his fry scream. It's almost like new metal-y, but I know it's not. Harrier or Harry is fine. Awesome! Taking Back Sunday probably influenced Tony Hawk Pro Skater music. I'm hearing a little AFI, maybe even a little bit of My Chemical Romance. So I think we get a good lay of the land for what they sounded like before this EP. I dig it. Big fan. In fact, I'm gonna like these. I'm liking what I'm hearing. Taking Back Sunday is good, but I'm a metalcore and deathcore guy. Okay. So, and slam guy. Okay. So I'm kind of hearing a cross between all of those things. Obviously, you know, a lot of people in the band. So I'm just curious if we're feeling like there's elements of both death metal, metalcore, and maybe some of that pop punkiness from Taking Back Sunday. One of these songs, even just the beginning, the way it started, I think it was this one. No, not this one. This one. Very dramatic. Very dramatic opener, which definitely gave me the Taking Back Sunday vibes. Let's get into Memento Mori. I don't like amps like the PV Interrive or some shit. I'm not really well versed in amps, so I can't really speak to that stuff. That's another point that I wanted to make here. I'm going to be looking at this mostly from the perspective of a vocalist. Of course, also as like a band member, I know what the other instruments sound like. I know what I like as a listener. In terms of what my expertise is, what my field is, lyrical content, vocal melodies, vocal performance is going to be, you know, where I can speak to. So just keep that in mind. So the notes from the band, pretty straightforward. EP came out on Friday the 13th. We've been writing it for a couple of years. The song titles come in pairs, though they aren't a continuation of a story together. There is a recurring theme across the whole EP, with other subjects being tied in also. Another note I got from the guitar player was that the overall theme, that the message that they're trying to convey is to embrace loss. Memento Mori means, in Latin, I believe, remember that you must die, which I'm taking to mean remember that we're all gonna die, because we all are. It's the one thing that we're definitely all gonna do. So a little bit of a dark theme there. Death of a Dream was originally titled Death of a Dream V1 because they wrote it in about 3 hours and they didn't cut anything out of it. So it literally was the first version of it. The vocalist says it was a really defining moment as a band because previously they felt like they had an anchor keeping them at bay. So that song was kind of a breakthrough moment for them in terms of their creative process. They specifically told me they don't want to go into great detail about the meanings because they want people to interpret them the way that they feel and impose their own meaning onto the songs. So I'm not going to have a lot of actual insight as to what the songs are specifically about because the art experience is for you as a listener to infer your own meaning. I will be giving you my interpretation today. That doesn't mean that it's the right one or the only one or the band's intended, but I'm just going to do a breakdown based on what I see in the lyrics and hear in the melodies. Vocalists Have It Hard, Bro, my band's first cover. We did at a middle school talent show, and we did Mr. Highways thinking about the end. The vocalist had a huge voice crack. Oh, that sucks. Do what suicide silence tells you. You only live once. Go fucking nuts. Rest in paradise, much right. Okay, so we will get started. First, before I pull up the lyrics, we're just going to listen once through without any deep analysis, and then we'll go back and listen again. All right, here we go. In it. Yeah, that's Jezebel. She likes metal too. Love the vocal effects. Right? They sound good, right? Oh, this kind of reminds me of Architects. Never heard of them? Should add that to the... Billy, thank you so much for the follow. So is the coffin or the headstone made of glass? The grave is made of glass, and you take a tunnel underground to view the dead body. That's what I pictured. Hello! I like the piano. I love Rain Paris. Yeah, she is. Cover queen. Her original stuff is good too, though. Falsetto kings, rise up. Typical Giner joke right there. Now you guys know what it's like to live with him. Does that make it new metal? His dad joke maxing. Dad maxing. I'm telling you, that man was meant to be a dad. Oh, okay, that's the next song. So the song's called Elevate Me. Kind of like a somber vibe, though it is heavy. It still feels a little bit like, I don't know, I felt like it was dragging a little bit versus like driving. You can hear just the beginning of the next song was very driving and very hard and fast. I felt like the overall vibe emotionally from the first track was a little bit more on the somber, like sad side, just sonically, not necessarily the lyrics. So let's take a look at the lyrics. Speaking of those. We were born in parts. No, sorry. We are born in parts. So we are born in parts. Okay. Crescendo of the beating. Okay, so right? Beating crescendo. Assembled by the feelings of your hearts. We are scorned and scarred. Tell me of thesis. Picking up the pieces. Ha! Bars, dude! Hell yeah! Nice rhyme. Tell me of thesis, picking up the pieces that we are. Hell yeah. Okay. Okay. All right, so that vibe from that, we're broken and we're picking up the pieces is what I got from that. Or tell me of thesis, picking up the pieces. So how do we pick up the pieces? Educate, elevate me, educate, elevate me. I'm sick of the feeling. I'm sick of the gray that rots in the ceiling. Oof. Oh. I'm sick of the sound of the rain in the back of my brain. It's far too often. Do I have an option? No, I haven't got one. Okay, so the feeling of helplessness, the feeling that we do not control our destiny, that we're destined to some kind of morbid fate, kind of clinging in there. I can't believe this is a lyric. Every thought hits like a car bomb. Stop with the car bombs! We were doing Irish car bombs last night. Yeah. I'm feeling it. The sound of a guillotine is music to my ears. Don't make a scene, just make it clean. So it's like, take me out of my misery. Don't make a scene, just make it clean. Like, make everything look nice. Don't freak out. My eyes have told us my cards are folded. So it's like, I see through the bullshit. I see what's going on here. My teeth are breaking from the smiles that I'm faking. Take me. Yeah, putting on the facade of everything. Everything's fine. Everything's fine. I'm doing a shamrock cookie coffee situation. Ooh, that sounds good. Yeah, I found my new favorite band, right? Super underrated, this band, by the way, in my opinion. Can you spare another idiom or solace in substance? Some words just don't cut it. Take me back to when the sun would blanket my soul. Oof. Dude, what a great way to articulate that feeling of safety as a kid. I've been thinking about that a lot lately. How, like, you kind of lose along the way the ability to just feel like you're taken care of. You know, like your parents are old, you move out, like your parents die, and there's not just like somebody that's just going to make sure you're good now, you know? And like, that's how I think about it, is those days, like I went to the beach with my parents, not a care in the world, the sun on my back. That's how I interpreted that from my own experience. Take me back to when the sun would blanket my soul. My soul. Like, I'm good, you know? And my eyes just saw beauty. There's pain within us all, but then there's beauty after the fall. Yeah, that's a tough one too. We become the caretakers, exactly, and then nobody takes care of us. We have to take care of us. You have to find like new ways to get that like soul hug, but you end up doing it for yourself, which is such a different experience than somebody just being like, I got you. I like this, there's beauty after the fall. I've been struggling with this thought a lot lately too, of like, do artists need to go through pain to be able to connect with people, you know? And I think this kind of speaks to that a little bit. There is beauty after the fall where you get this moment of characterization in your life. You get to grow from it. Can you spare another idiom or solace in substance? Some words just don't cut it. Take me back, take me back. And you can keep my body, just save my soul. Before the heart I built is left right in the soil. Oh, I see. To save my soul before the heart I built is left right in the soil. And it doesn't matter that they're not here to witness your smile. When the sun sets in your eyes, just know you're gold. He's like, take my body. I just want to feel good. I'll do whatever song and dance you want me to do, but can I get the good feeling too? Yeah, the lyrics really resonate with healthcare burnout too. Totally. I'm sick of feeling. I'm sick of the gray that rots the ceiling. I'm sick of the sound of the rain in the back of my brain. Oof, the rain in the back of my brain. Oh, yes. That's like Nintendo today. Rain in the brain. Totally. Sick of the sound of the rain in the back of my brain. It's far too often. Do I have an option? No, I haven't got one. Every thought hits like a car bomb. Yeah, I definitely think that the lyrics are matching the somber vibe of the song sonically as well. Let's give it another listen. I'm going to keep the lyrics pulled up on screen this time. I am also going to try to listen more for the drums and guitar because I think the bass and vocals were kind of sticking out the most to me the first time around. So that's what I'm looking for, but I'm also going to put the lyrics on screen so you guys can see that. Good morning. I missed the start of the EP. How is it so far? It's great. We're still on the first song, so don't worry. We did a little background first. But it's a really good first song. I mean, when you read the lyrics, I think it's matching really, really perfectly with the way that it sounds, which is incredible to do as an artist for me to not have really like understood the lyrics, but I'm like, ooh, this is sad. That is totally like hitting the mark, I think. Hello, it's me. I play lead bass. Oh my God, you guys, the bass player is here from Glass Grave. Hello. Do you have two basses? You said lead bass. Is there two basses in here? The bass is really strong in this first song. It's sounding really nice. All right, I'm going to play it and listening for the drums and guitar, putting the lyrics on screen. You guys, we can get the T from the bass player if we need to. Not just the one, but I kind of pop off sometimes. Yeah, you do. Hey, Betty. Who's the funny guy in the band? Ooh. Oh yeah. The drums and guitar are popping off too. What am I talking about? I really like the vocal rhythm there. Da 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 da. No worries, Betty. Thanks for stopping by. Appreciate you. A lot of tension from the guitar. Do a barrel roll. Easiest barrel roll ever. You got your fix now, Betty? Thanks for checking in, Michaela. Gotta get credit for being here. There she is. Now it's gonna be a good day, Betty. No wrench. How many guitar players do you guys have? Second is still open? That's funny. I love this part. In a live situation, we have one fleshy guitar player and one that is a computer. Okay, that makes sense. Does the fleshy guitar player do the diddly-doo-dah fancy stuff? And then your AI man confirmed. And then the computer one does rhythm. Hi, Pavel! Yeah, he leaves the boring bits for the backing track. Smart. Wow. Okay. I like that. Let's give it a little round of applause. Oh, do we have it up? Yeah, we do. Transition incoming. Thank you. Scissorman! Thank you so much for the follow, Scissorman. Welcome to the team. Okay. Yeah, that's a really interesting introduction because it already starts off with kind of like the sad girl elements. Happy hump day! Yeah, so we're starting off the EP. We're distraught. We have conflict. We have conflict, I think, within ourselves, right? Because we feel like we are not in control of this life, and it seems like this life has not been fair to us. We feel like we're putting on a face that is not true. It's not real. We're putting on a front. The sound of a guillotine is music to my ears. Don't make a scene, just make it clean. So there's a lot of, I would say, discomfort with the situation. They are expressing that they don't like that they have to be fake, but they would be fake as long as I can keep my soul. Can I still feel warm and happy inside? Because that's fine, but I'm not doing all this just to feel empty and alone. 50 minutes in and second? Yeah, I know. I guess we all try to varying degrees of success. So a bunch of funny guys. That's good. That's good. All right, let's take a listen to Disarm You. I'm not going to put the lyrics on screen yet. We're just going to do a listen through and see what stands out to us. Feel free to just type in the chat what stands out to you as we're listening through the first time. Thank you for the follow, Tatted Horror Gaming. The idea of faking yourself for your mental health. Yep. We all do it. Very different vibe. Practice what you preach. The drums are giving me major AFI vibes again. Oh yeah! Listen to that bass! You got what you came for. Heard that. Hey there! Oh, there's the fleshy guitar player! Nice! Welcome! I think our times might have been confused because of daylight savings. I think we start earlier than you guys. What was that? That was the bass. What was that note? Oh, the drums are so crispy. Oh, it was good. It was good. It was just like a really, it was not the root note of whatever chord it was, and it sounded really nice. We're gonna hear it again, so we'll check it out. Ooh. Okay. So right off the bat, sonically very different from the first song. So my feedback after the first one was that, ooh, this sounds sad and somber. I didn't really get a feel for the lyrical content the first pass through the first one. I was really kind of like enveloped in the vibe of the song sonically, which was giving me just like sad girl vibes. This song, hard, fast, angry. I, again, wasn't like super concentrated on the lyrics, but the ones that stood out were, you know, you got what you came for, just like really like painful, accusatory, angry, attacking vibe. So let's see if the lyrics, like the first one, are kind of matching that vibe as well. I'm crawling down on my knees. Ooh, desperation right off the bat. I'm falling right through my dreams. And there's that theme of helplessness that we saw in the first one. The smell of chlorine, the burn of bleach, fork-tongued when you speak. Oh, practice what you preach. That was another one. And that stands out to me because that's very accusatory. It's a very angry thing to say to somebody. Practice what you preach. Fork-tongued when you speak. So you're untrustworthy. So I know that the band, you guys gave us some notes that the songs look like they come in pairs, but that's not necessarily how they're intended to be interpreted. But I am seeing some themes that are crossing over here. There was some talk in the first one of don't make a scene, just make it clean. My teeth are breaking from the smiles that I'm faking. So like somebody is forcing you to put on a face. And I'm sensing that here, fork-tongued when you speak. So again, there's somebody that you don't trust that is making you feel like they're not looking out for your best interest at the very least. Rocky, hi Rocky, how you doing? Don't wake me up, don't wake me up. The rocks at the bottom aren't sharp enough. Aren't sharp enough. Ooh, so maybe that's tied back into I'm falling right through my dreams, and the rocks at the bottom aren't sharp enough. Before I hit the floor of a glass house I've never seen before. Don't wake me up. Interesting. Glass house imagery could mean a couple different things. Let's not read too much into it until we get the rest of the context. It says don't wake me up, so this could be kind of like a nightmare scenario, which I know one of the later songs has nightmare in the title, so it could kind of be tying into that. Which also, we could be talking about this reality as a nightmare. Let's be for real. Your gospel, you got what you came for. Even if the sky don't fall into your hands, there's still a chance. Interesting. If the sky don't fall into your hands, there's still a chance. Don't make the wrong call just because there's no answer. It doesn't mean your time is up. Okay, so somebody's giving up on a situation. Somebody is giving up on a situation. You got what you come here for. You're not what you ever dreamt of. Your God's got you falling apart. Oof. I like that one. Your God's got you falling apart. Oh, that's such a good theme. And that does kind of explain some of the like faking and the helplessness as well. Your gospel, you got what you came for. Even if the sky don't fall into your hands, there's still a chance. Your gospel, you got what you came for. Okay, so they keep saying your gospel. So there seems to be somebody maybe in this story who is hiding behind their faith, which, as we know, there are a lot of bad faith religious people who don't practice what they preach, who pretend that they're living this godly lifestyle when in reality they're more fucked up than even non-religious people, right? And they just hide behind that. No, I'm a good Christian woman. I'm just a good little Southern Belle Christian woman. Meanwhile, they're talking shit about all the moms at their kids' daycare, you know. All right, so I'm gonna play the song again. I got a lot out of that first pass, but I'm going to focus a little more on connecting to the lyrics. And also, I want to know what note Mr. Wrench was hitting at that one part. Here we go. Disarm you. God damn! Wow! I'm curious too. I got a 1 in 12 chance of getting it right. It was cool. It was very tense. It was very like, I don't know what the word, discordant maybe? Drummer's a beast. Oh, that's funny, Michaela. Okay, bass man. This does fucking slap. Oh my god! Wow. Guitar, bass, you guys seem like you have a good thing going. Keep doing that. That note, that was it. Okay, we're going back. That was it. That was tasty. That note. What was that? Brilliant. It sounds like you've known each other a long time. You know what you did. That was an inversion. Wow. Really nice. Tasty. I do it earlier in the song, too, if I remember. Yeah, I think I heard it earlier the first time. That was really nice. I like that. Are you guys, how did you guys learn your instruments? Are you self-taught? Or are you, theory nerds? The real Lord Black Art! Thank you so much for the follow. Thank you. Adam learned to sing backwards. That's it. Nice. Adam's so talented. I wouldn't put it past him. Yeah, I really like that. I kind of want to hear that note one more time before we go on to the next one. I know Zero Theory. Perfect. That note. So good. I love it. Any Mudvayne influence in your bass playing? Oh, great question. Great question. But you did go to music uni, but you know Zero Theory? That's impressive. Because they really give it to you. Okay. Third song on the 6-track EP is called I've Got Everything I Need. Now, just to recap, first song, Elevate Me. Sounds, you know, elevate me, daddy. No, sad, somber. You're sad. You're disappointed in your life. You're putting on a mask for everyone and you fucking hate it. And you are putting on a fake smile every day and you hate the people that have done this to you. And you just want to feel warm in your soul again. Okay, that's number one, elevate me. Number two, disarm you. You're hiding behind your gospel and I see it. I know exactly who you are. Not a fan, by the way. And you can't pretend to me like you're a good person. I know that you're all jacked up on the inside, buddy. You know, I get it. You got what you came here for. Okay? But your God's got you falling apart, brother. Big time. Buster. All right, so that's where we're at. Now we're on to I've Got Everything I Need. We're not going to look at the lyrics yet. Same with the first two. We're going to listen through. Feel free to call out what stands out to you in the chat. Here we go. Track 3. Ooh, kind of shoegazy lead guitar part. I'm totally lost in the guitar. Adam, there you are. Polyphia, ooh, nice. Okay, bass. You guys, Adam Vocals is the vocalist for Glass Grave, if you have any questions. I hear you, Wrench. I hear you. I didn't realize that this was a bass-led band until just now. Your bass player is the best guitarist in the band. Yeah! I like how you guys were all on the same page with that one. That's good. Harmonies! Hello! What was that note, Mr. Bass Guy? Little walk up? Ooh! This is very My Chemical Romance. Right? That chord progression slapped. It slapped me right in my face. But I liked it. Tasty, echoey, reverby, shoegazy guitar. God, that bass is so full, it's so nice. Wait, maybe it is a bass-led band if we play the same octave a lot of the time. It's a very jazzy note to end the song on. I'm glad we had a bass. Pretty important instrument in your band. Wow. Okay, so wait. That feels like a transition. Yeah, okay. Jazzy, just the note. Just the note. Okay, So that one also hard and fast. Kind of the sad elements kind of creeping back in. Less. No, I stopped it before the jump scare. Any notes jazz if you're brave enough. Those inversion notes that you're using in the bass are pretty fucking jazzy too, which is what's got my antennas sway up into air. All my notes are jazz notes. Exactly. All right, let's take a look at the lyrics. I've got everything I need. Okay, so we've got some more of the false god or fake religious person, bad person vibes here. If this is heaven that we live in, just say the word, I'm ready to burn. Pretty powerful stuff right there. If this is heaven that we live in, just say the word, I'm ready to burn. So, like, if this is heaven, fuck all this stuff. Like, why would I want to believe in your God if this is supposedly heaven? Because, no. Honestly, preach, girl. Deal with the hell that you're given, turn it around, or just turn it down. Wow. Deal with the hell that you're given, turn it around, or just turn it down. So back to the helplessness feeling from the first two tracks. Kind of a theme of, like, we are not in control of our fate yet again. I wish I could describe them with words other than I did this because I thought it sounded cool. Yeah, you sound like a jazz musician. Just if this is heaven that we live in, just say the word, I'm ready to burn, deal with the hell that you're given, turn it around, or just turn it down. We've come so far, we're searching for light in the stars. There we go. There we go. This is the hope. It's been very bleak up until this point. So now we're seeing the part of the EP, which it does sonically align with the way that this part is musically structured. We're going to listen to it again, so don't worry. We've come so far. We're searching for light in the stars. We're climbing mountains in the dark. So here we go. This is really the first time that we're seeing a light at the end of the tunnel in this story. And it's on track 3, so it's kind of getting towards the middle, like the peak, the climax, you would assume, of the EP. And this is where we'll get our chance for the nice round character arc where maybe, possibly, we get resolution by the end, but we'll see. Is this heaven or just hell? I can't tell, right? There we go. Same words again. If this is heaven that we live in, just say the word, I'm ready to burn. I wrote it all out. I planned it out. Merciless slide into the night. So this is all like very repetitive, but it's completely driving home the vibe that we were picking up on from the first 2 songs. And it's not overcomplicating it. It's very directly just that. Like, I'm looking around and I don't like what I see. I think that there's more out there. I'm climbing mountains in the dark. We're searching for light in the stars. There's more than this. I know there's more than this. So while it is repetitive, yes, it's very clearly a shift in the tone of the EP. I'm falling, my worlds come crashing down around me. Oof. And when my hands grow cold, will you remember? Ugh. Wow. My worlds come crashing down around me. So this imagery of just falling through the sky. And will you even remember when my hands are cold? Which again, like, why would I buy into all of this heaven, hell, God stuff? You're not even going to remember me when I'm gone. Stop my heart. I'm ready to leave this plane. Stop the clocks and just learn to walk away. Which, back to the bleakness, but also like acceptance, you know, I'm just ready. I'm done. I'm over it. I just need to learn to walk away, which it could be walking away from this life, myself, but it also could be walking away from whatever is causing all of this internal conflict. So it doesn't necessarily have to be this like, oh no, we're back to square one. Fuck it all. We don't have any control over any of this. The lyrics sound a bit like the hymn songs I listened to a lot in high school, but with more emotional complexity, and the instrumentation and vocals. Really like this one. Agreed. Totally agreed. I wish I had this intuition as an aspiring singer. All right, so let's listen back. I will keep the lyrics on screen if you want to follow along with the lyrics. I really, really like the instrumentation in this one. What I'm going to listen for is so this opening part is very fast and hard, and I love when the instruments and the vocals are all syncing up. So you've got like the bass is da-na-na-na, da-na-na-na, and Adam is also kind of like rap screaming da-da-da-da-da-da-da at the same time, and the guitar and the drums are totally matched up with them. So that's what I was getting, I think, in this part. And then when it goes to the we've come so far, I think it was a different vibe. So let's listen back and see if I was right, and I'll keep the lyrics up on screen for you guys. Love the lead guitar right here. Yeah. The clean vocal is definitely what gives it that hopeful vibe. Shut up, no wrench. Don't actually. It's great. Him and My Chemical Romance are two of my favorite bands, so not complaining. It's definitely coming through. It's definitely coming through. Where did you find this bass player? You better not. You better not be quieter. This. Oh, it's in 5. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Damn, I usually pick that out. How embarrassing for me. Back to 4. Drums having a big moment at the end of this song here. Nice harmony. That is like the perfect 2000s emo harmony that you picked for that. Yeah. That was good. Oh, I gotta pause it, right? Okay, that was great. That was great. Wow. Really? 3 really good tracks so far. All right. Okay. Let's recap. Elevate. Here we go. Elevate. We're sad. We're not in control of anything. And we're putting on a fake face. And we're pissed off about it. And we just want to feel the warmth in our soul again, like we had when we were a kid or something like that. But can't control our thoughts. I feel like I don't even have an option because I'm not in control of any of this. Disarm you. Angry. Desperation. Accusatory. I see through your bullshit. I see through your gospel. It's all a facade. I guess you get what you came for, but I still know who you are. And you're a piece of shit. I'm ad-libbing a little bit, okay? Now, track 3. I got everything I need. If this is heaven, I don't fucking want it, okay? But I know there's more than this. We're searching for light in the stars. We're climbing mountains in the dark. We're not going to let these people tell us that this is what life is all about. And I'm not just going to blindly just, what's the word I'm looking for? I'm not going to conform to your gospel just because you say that this is the right way to live my life. Because I see what's going on here and I don't like it one bit. All right, next song is called But I Lack the Charm to Make This Forever. Here we go. If we'll play. Right away, bass in your face. Big bass all up in your face. This is very Deftones. We're all in the same octave, so it makes the low end hit like a truck. Totally. Deftones influence confirmed. Nice, I knew it. Adam, are you Take Back Sunday fan? It's Mr. Bassman doing his thing. Sure am. Yeah, your first track reminded me a lot of, I think his name is Adam too, from Take Back Sunday. The Deft ones. Yeah, this also sounds like Take Back Sunday. Play a game of Find the One. Ooh. Falsetto, let's go! Oh, you mean find the one, like... No, that's not hard. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. Oh my god. Oh, not this section? Okay. When we play back, you tell me where. Period. Matt says it's easy though, so okay, you tell me when we go back there. All right, let's take a look at the lyrics. But I lack the charm to make this forever. So, just on face value of the title of the song, I'm curious because I think the easy association to make would be, oh, they're talking about like a relationship. I lack the charm to make this forever. But the vibe I'm getting from the rest of the lyrics that we've already heard are that it kind of feels like it's about something bigger than a relationship, like maybe about this person's relationship with the music industry is kind of what it sounds like to me. You're weirdly good at this. Like it's more like, you know, I was taking kind of like the breaking my teeth from the fake smiles as like something more like professional or profound, just like something more life related than just a relationship with someone. A charm, a magnetic pull. Won't you select me for your aortic cull? Oh my god, bars, dude. Okay, so I have to look up what cull means now, because couldn't tell you. Cull. Select from a large quantity. A selective slaughter of wild animals. An inferior surplus. Whoa. Oh, okay. Won't you select me for your aortic cull? So cull is a noun. Cull. Okay, maybe this isn't a good definition. Merriam-Webster, tell me what's up. Okay, so it's just meaning like to choose, like the choice. This should be called, but I'm not Heath Ledger. Cull to remove. Got it. Okay. So making a selection for your aortic cull. Aortic meaning within the heart, right? The eyes, the smile, chemical reaction. Time to put this mended heart back into action. So the eyes, the smile, chemical reaction. So that's giving like, oh, you just give them a little razzle dazzle. They're going to eat it up. That's going to cause the chemical reaction once again of like, oh, everything is okay. Aorta is what sends lifeblood through the body. Yes, thank you. Healthcare girlies, rise up. I got everything I need, but I'll never be Heath Ledger. Exactly. The charm. Time to put this mended heart back into action. The fallout. I was first on the scene. Make an incision. You cut so clean. Oh, so good. Such a good rhyme. Okay. Release the pressure and expect me not to bleed. You leave me gasping after you take what you need. So again, similar theme to before. Somebody that's not trustworthy, that is putting on a facade of who they really are and just taking what they need from any situation, putting on the face that they have to put on, and This person obviously does have the charm to make it forever, but what that entails is literally killing someone else, sucking someone else's lifeblood to further your own career? Question mark? We don't know. Will I ever be enough? Will I ever feel good enough? Feel loved? I guess it's just black and white for me. Paint me a picture I can see so I can see. I just feel glass beneath my feet. There's another one, another glass reference. Earlier, we had the waking up in a dream on the floor of a glass house that I've never seen. I just feel glass beneath my feet as I orbit defeat. Oof. Okay, so not feeling good enough. Guess it's just black and white for me. Everybody else gets a gray area, but guess for me, it's either I'm dead or alive. Paint me a picture I can see so I can see. Yeah, what is it that you want me to believe? Let me see it, because I don't fucking believe you. I just feel glass beneath my feet as I orbit defeat. Now, this glass reference feels different. This feels maybe like you're walking on broken glass, like kind of falling into the imagery of, like, you know, everywhere you turn, there's bad. Every step I take is broken glass. So what you said about the music industry or promo machine being what distributes or elevates artists but requires changes, and the conflict there. Let me make sure I'm understanding what you're saying. My brain's not working that good today. Being what distributes and elevates artists but requires changes and conflict there. So what I was reading it as is that you have to put on a face to make it, to be successful. That if you're going to be elevated, is that what you're talking about? Or are you talking about what I said about that as an artist, I'm conflicted because you might need to go through trauma to be able to connect with your audience. I wasn't sure which thing I said that you were pointing to, because it kind of sounds like you combine both of them. The music industry promo machine being what distributes or elevates artists requires the changes in conflict there. Yeah, I'm reading it as I'm not just gonna put on my bubblegum happy pop face just to become a package for someone to sell. And I can see through it. As I said, we won't give out the exact meaning of each song. They may not have one meaning. This is why we like your perspective. Yeah, I did a little disclaimer at the beginning of stream, so I guess it's fair to bring it up again, that I don't have the meaning behind the songs, and the band has explicitly told me that they don't want to disclose any specific meaning so that the listeners and viewers can infer their own experience onto it. But today, I'm giving my interpretation the way that I am reading it. That doesn't mean that it's correct. Naughty Puck, you like metal? Me too. Okay. I wear my heart on my sleeve. You hang me out to dry. I lock away this disease. You run away with the keys. Oh! All songs are about trains. I didn't know trains used keys. I could never please you. Yes, the incision suggests something surgical and the need to make changes, concessions in order to satisfy demands from somewhere, but it never being enough to please. Yeah. That sounds right. That does sound right. The incision suggests something surgical and the need to make changes. Yeah, I'd like to cut something out of necessity. Vocalist sounds sad, probably needs a PS5. Yeah, we're starting a GoFundMe for Adam. He needs a PS5. You were right. I'm not your type. Thorn in my side. Ripped out my heart of gold. But yet you're still poor in your eyes. Oof. Ripped out my heart of gold. You were right. I'm not your type. Thorn in my side. You ripped out my heart of gold, but you're still broke as fuck in here, brother. Brace yourself, you won't feel a thing. Hold me close, dear. I wonder what that means, brace yourself. You won't feel a thing. Like you're bracing yourself for nothing. Hold me close, dear. Your eyes colder. Thought I knew. You twist your dagger. So they're embracing while the heinous act is being committed. All right, let's listen again. I'm going to keep the lyrics on screen. Gotta get the transition right. Big drums. Hey, Richie. All three are girl. Girl. How you doing, Richie? Good to see you. Not much, Adam. Just listening back. God, this drummer! Coming up now. 2, 3, 4, 1, 2, 1, 2, 3, 4, 1, 2. 2, 3, yeah, okay, I got it, I had it. It was good though. Oh, it is a delay on the comments coming through. Thanks for standing, it's an honor. Yeah, I gotta move around. Wish I'd see more advertising from this band, I know. We're working on it. Am I disrespectful for never standing? Richie. Okay. I like this ending bit here too. Nice. All right. So, to recap, we've got elevate, sad, helplessness, somebody that is sucking our soul off, not in a good way, and we just want to feel the warmth in our soul again. Disarm you, desperation, anger. I see through your gospel. You're a big faker. I got everything I need. If this is heaven, I don't want none of it. Send me down to hell. You won't even remember me when I'm dead. Why the fuck would I subscribe to whatever it is you're trying to sell me? I'm over it. Stop my heart. I'm ready to leave. I'm done. All right. Then we got lack the charm to make this forever. I'm not Heath Ledger. I see that you have this smile on, but you're just cutting me open to watch me bleed. So it sucks your soul off, not in a good way. Oh my god. Yeah, Fallout. I was first on the scene. You make an incision, release the pressure, and you just let me bleed. I'll never be enough. You're holding me close while you're stabbing me to death. All right, here we go. We've heard this one before. Death of a Dream. We're going to do it with no music video this time, just to focus on the words. Or focus on the music. I'm going to pull up the lyrics after we listen the first time through. It's memorable, no wrench. Yeah, we heard you have a computer guitar player as well. Oh, I'm dropping frames. Sorry. Of course. You are looking? Seems okay. Love that falsetto right there. Nance, thank you so much for the follow. Once again, loving the drums. I'm allergic to really good songs. Sneezed. The tone on the lead guitar line was so clean. I so agree with that. Be right back. You good, Jezebel? Jezebel's an expert reactor. I hit her right in the dome. Oh my god. I gotta go say sorry to Jezebel, you guys. Hold on. I'm so sorry. You okay? Can't believe that. Just abused my animal in front of you guys with a treat to the dome. She's like kind of blind, so. All right, let's do a little bit of lyrical analysis. Oh my god, poor Jezebel. Death of a Dream. Okay, so this is a song. I talked about this in the beginning. The band, they said they were having a little bit of a, I think it was referred to as an anchor, where they were struggling to get through like a creative block. And this song was written and recorded in 3 hours, or written in 3 hours. And they felt like it pushed them through whatever was keeping them from writing music. Right. You guys can correct me if I'm wrong there. You say everything will be okay as you run your fingers down my face like they're connected to my brain in some way I can't explain. Ooh, this still feels like we're on the upturn on the other side of the despair. Like, I feel like we're at least looking for some resolution from all of the conflict that we got from the first couple songs. Something like that. Yeah, it was just a really cathartic experience. Yeah, exactly. It's like you're the blood inside my veins, like you control my pain. You can shift me either way. You can make me feel insane. I just want to disappear. I can no longer stay here. How can no one see what you do to me? Ooh, how can no one see what you do to me? Like, this is so obviously wrong, what you're doing, and nobody's doing anything about it. So we're back to the helplessness feeling. You leave the wounds wide open. You leave the room burning. So they're leaving you in a burning room. There's no way out. Trace the cord back to the wall. I guess the ecstasy was short. You say you want another life, but I don't even want mine. Yeah, I'll spill my guts. Bleeding, I patiently wait. I guess I don't know how you operate. So a lot of confusion for sure here. You say you want another life, but I don't even want mine. Ooh, I'm so curious, like, what the relationship is to the person that they're so upset with. You leave the wounds wide open. You leave the room burning. There's no way out. All the thoughts in my head as I peer over the edge. I just want to be free, and now I am. I'm finally free. Okay, so we are getting resolution. I'm free, finally, set me free. You won't break me. I'm free. Okay. Interesting. Trace the cord back to the wall. I guess the ecstasy was short. So again, somebody that's putting on a facade. I don't know how you operate. I don't know why people can't see how horrible it is what you're doing to me. Though this does say, as I peer over the edge, I just want to be free, and now I am. Which makes me think they're peering over the edge like they're going to jump. And they're being set free by, potentially, someone fed up with being gaslit? Totally. All right, I'm going to leave the lyrics up. Let's listen back through again. Didn't hear as much bass in your face. But I guess kind of like you said before, you're in different octaves now. A lot of drums in this one. The vocal melody is really lending itself to the feeling of confusion. The drums are really forward. Nice little delay. You leave the realm. Guitar is sick. Sometimes you don't gotta shred. 4 notes is all I need. Please tell that to your other guitar player friends. Hey, Jordan! Hey guys, if you're not following Jordan, Jordan's a new streamer. About to be a new streamer. Getting ready to do his first reaction stream. Please give him a follow. He's gonna be helping me discover new artists. And Jordan, you need to follow this band that I'm reviewing today. We are doing an EP review. Glass Grave released an EP last Friday called MEMENTO Mori. And we're on track 5 of 6. Thank you so much. That is the guitar player that just followed you there, Jordan. Okay, so here we are. So just to remind you guys of the names of the songs, because they are seemingly significant, though the band won't tell us that. Let's take a look. First song, Elevate. Second song, Disarm You. Third song, I've Got Everything I Need. Fourth song, But I Lack the Charm to Make This Forever. Fifth song, Death of a Dream, version 1. And here we are at Birth of a Nightmare. So, lots of themes kind of strung along through the first 5 songs. I think I said at least once in every lyrical analysis for this EP so far that there is a feeling of helplessness. There is a recurring theme of the fate has already been decided. Not so much that, but I'm not in control of things. That I don't feel like I have any options. I feel like this life has been handed to me, and I'm basically being told that you need to smile and make it work with what you have. But I know that there's more. I feel like we should strive for more. If this is heaven, send me to hell, because I'm not buying any of it. So, with that in mind, let's listen once through to Birth of a Nightmare. I'm not going to put the lyrics on screen. Just listen to the instruments, listen to the vocals. Feel free to comment in the chat with anything that stands out to you. Then we'll do a lyrical analysis, and then we'll go back and listen one more time. Birth of a Nightmare. Glass Grave are excellent. You should all go away and listen to the EP. Agree. Agree. Somber. Ooh. Chunky. Angry! Rah! There's the bass. Okay. We love bass playthroughs.
Composing, rotting firm. Everybody sing on to us one side.
That bass is doing a lot of work. You guys are playing with the meter a lot. wasn't expecting that. Bang, 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 no. Adam cooked here. You mean coming up? Or is he done? Are you fucking with Adam? Be nice to Adam. Fun fact, I totally forgot how to play this song after I recorded my part. Nice. Oh, that riff was Adam? No way! Love that lead. The visualizer is pretty cool. Did you do that? Wow. Birth of a Nightmare. Motif time. Guess you should listen again. This shit sounds crazy. It is crazy. All right, let's check out the lyrics. Birth of a Nightmare. A flower for every body in the ground. A minute's silence for every thought that wasn't sound. Feel the breeze of death on your neck. No turning back. Brace for impact. Oof. That one hit me in my feels. That one hit me right in my feels. Thank you so much, Tampa, for the follow. I appreciate you. Welcome to the team. I'm going to read that again because it really hit me hard. A flower for every body in the ground, a minute's silence for every thought that wasn't sound. Feel the breeze of death on your neck, no turning back, brace for impact. So at the end of the last song, it kind of felt like maybe this person was jumping off a cliff, literally. They said that they were looking over the edge and they were finally free. So either just the thought itself of the act of jumping off of the cliff was freeing, or they did it. And this could be a realization of what if I did it, or I did it, right? The breeze of death on your neck, no turning back, brace for impact. So we're falling through the air. Stapled, open eyes dilate as we witness our own fate. So we did it. We pulled the trigger and we're bracing for impact. There's nowhere to run. Take one last look at the sun as we march towards our final thoughts. Oof. I will remind you as well, since some of you weren't here in the beginning, that the guitarist who's here had told me that an overarching theme to be aware of for this EP is embracing loss. So just keep that in mind because it feels important here. There's nowhere to run. Take one last look at the sun as we march toward our final thoughts. Say hello to purgatory. There's nothing left to see. The glaciers crumble into the sea. The wildfires press the birds to flee. So kind of like Armageddon imagery. Everything will succumb, decomposing, rotting fun. Everybody sing along to our swan song. So remember, the name of this EP is Memento Mori, which means remember that you must die, or we're all going to die, right? At some point. That is the one truth, is that we are all going to die. So that's what I think this is in reference to. Everything will succumb, decomposing, rotting, fun. Everybody sing along to our swan song. Again, embracing loss. 1,000 arrows fall from the sky. Embark the train and don't ask why. It is about trains. You are right. Embark the train and don't ask why. The skin falls from the bones and no one knows. Yeah, so you just get on the train when we get to the end of the road, right? You just sail into the light. Nobody knows. Are you ready to lay in your perpetual bed? Should have said the things that you never said. There's more to life than meets the eye. Your skull becomes a vase in the afterlife. Oof, your skull becomes a vase. So you just become reduced to this inanimate object. You're no longer full of life, and even your skull is just a thing now. On this plane we perish, we lose everything we love, on our knees we pray, when there's nothing above, call your loved ones, if it's the last thing you ever do. Maybe our souls will flourish if our hopes come true. Don't be sad now, because soon you won't feel a thing. It's out of how our hands. This is the end of everything. So this is a hopeful and morbid song. Maybe our souls will flourish if our hopes come true. So kind of a callback to that first song where we were saying that we just want to feel the sun warm our souls again. Maybe our souls will flourish if our hopes can come true. Don't be sad now, embracing the loss, because soon you won't feel a thing. This is the end of everything. Bittersweet. I like the idea of rot and continuation. The skull vase image is great. Like this idea that we can't control what we are seen as or used for after dying, but some traces remain. Exactly. Whether it be spiritually or physically in the form of like a skull vase or a song or a story. All right, I'm going to have the lyrics up on screen. Let's take one last listen to the last song on this EP, Birth of a Nightmare. And don't forget to listen to the bass drums and guitar in addition to Adam's vocals. One hell of a closer, for sure. I have chills. Really nice vocal placement there against what the other instruments were doing. I like this melody a lot too. Was this part in 7? Jamaica section. That was important. I love the stop. I'm here for the drama. The guitars fall over the bars though. That's what I was hearing. Little polyrhythm. I really like the way the drums. I really like the way the drums are mic'd up. And processed. Sounds good. It's crispy. This last little lyrical bit really wraps the story up nicely, I think. And delivery is 10 out of 10. Oh, that lead guitar! We'll loop back around to the first track though. Wow. Love me a good motif. Oh, you guys, what a great EP. You guys knocked it out of the park. What can I say? This EP was definitely a no-skipper for me. I find this band and all of these musicians to be extremely musical, very intentional with their approach. The bass and drums are working together in perfect harmony. I love that they were not afraid to take risks. The drums had a lot of big moments in this EP, which I feel is pretty important and imperative to the success of a metalcore band these days. We heard a lot of Taking Back Sunday, a lot of Deftones influence coming from multiple instruments and definitely coming from the vocalist Adam. The guitar featured a lot of stanky, chuggy riffs that really made this whole EP very exciting to listen to. The standout element here was the very impressive bass work, but what was even more impressive to me was the other instruments' ability to support the bass and really let it shine, because it sounds so great in this context. It's important for me to note here that one single instrument isn't just going to sound good on its own just because they're putting themselves in the forefront. It really does take the support of the other instruments and placing the rhythms and the supporting chords properly for that instrument to shine and not just sound like a muddy mess. I would be remiss not to mention the show-stopping lyrics on this EP from Adam. A picture of conflict, both internal and external, has been perfectly painted by Adam through these tracks, teed up at the top, wrapped up with our resolution, which comes in the form of acceptance here. This is not a pop album. These are not pop lyrics. There's no sugarcoating. There's no spoon feeding. There were very specific and descriptive words used to invoke powerful images. Aortic cull, scalpel, incision, devils, angels, heaven, all things that you can clearly picture in your mind and infer their meaning. The last thing I'm going to say about this band is that they're clearly having a great time, and it's definitely translating to the music. It was so fun having these guys in chat, and I got the vibe from the way that they interacted with each other and kind of razzed each other up that there's a lot of mutual respect and definitely a lot of joy coming from what they're doing. Big, huge, fat thank you to Glass Grave for letting me review their new EP, Memento Mori. Go stream Memento Mori wherever you stream music. Be kind to yourself, be kind to others, give your life a soundtrack, and we'll see you next time.